Hi, I'm Merrick D'Amato,
And I'm Classic Gamer.
and welcome back to the badly controlling Curse of Monkey Island. Escape from Monkey Island.
Leaves until I get all the
It's an
loot
old cracked
and safe
sword.
passage out of here.
So we have to use these items to get out of this vault.
I can't use this. That doesn't need to be sliced up.
Yes, it does.
I want all of it, and don't forget the loot behind the counter.
It's a packing sponge.
I believe we can combine
It's a
in
large
that
packing sponge.
inventory, but I don't know how to do it.
You'll never get me, Guybrush 3 coppers.
Might need to check the controls to know how to combine. I'm sure you can combine things in this. We don't need to at the minute though.
Thanks.
Use. Doesn't say.
I'm sure you can combine in this game. Maybe you can't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Gushieepwood.
This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley. This thing reeks. I don't really need to wipe that. It smells somewhat like hickory smoked fish.
Kippers.
Ew.
I'll never give up.
You don't like kippers?
No.
Everybody
It's a
freeze.
small packing
This
sponge.
is a robbery.
Just send out the hostages and I'll see what I can do for you.
Never.
Try having a look round at the different.
If I could open it, I wouldn't be trapped in here.
There's only one criminal more nefarious
I can't
than
remove it with
me,
my bare hands.
and that's Pink Nose Pete.
That is a clue.
I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too. A broken sword wouldn't help.
You use it on the top one.
He said broken sword.
You did.
The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit.
Everybody freeze.
Ah,
This
so
is a
now we
robbery.
can use
in there, the gap
sponge.
is larger.
I think we have to use the sponges.
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Everybody freeze. This is a robbery.
Before we actually go outside that vault door, is there anything in the vault otherwise we haven't picked up yet? And what about that open vault?
Just send out
Oh,
the
that's the one
hostages and I'll see
that's the
what I
one
can
we
do
got the
for
chest
you.
out of, isn't it?
There
there
seems
anything
to be
else in
something
there?
inside. It's a music box.
Oh,
I'm
pick that up.
Guybrush 3
It's a cute little music box. Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box. It's a bottle of the 67 Chateau de Spittle.
Oh,
A
I
fine
take back
vintage
Robert.
bottle
he has more
with an
crap in
interesting
his
flavor
inventory
and a
than
saucy aftertaste.
bloody George Stobart does.
Or than Gorister.
No thanks. A grog this old could probably eat through most of my internal organs.
It can eat for your internal organs anyway.
I'll never give up.
Try it on the top.
I can't
Hinge.
reach it.
Oh, you pathetic fucking weirdo.
Okay, put that old cook away and try using the sponge on the door. Oh no, or not. Maybe not.
I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through the door.
Okay. Try the sponges in the gap.
No, forget the vault. Just give me everything else.
Okay, I thought that was going to do something. Try using the others as well. Medium sponge.
We've got you surrounded.
There should be so much more enjoyable if it was mouse controlled.
Top of the world, boy!
And last but not least, the final sponge. Okay. I am not sure how we get out of here. Oh, there we go.
I'm free! So long,
Well done.
suckers! And remember, you've just been robbed by Guybrush Threepwood!
Hey! Where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
Ah!
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right. Down to the jailhouse with you.
This game bears a connection with another not-so-good
Alright.
controlling
Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery
3D entry in an adventure
wasn't me, it
game
was the
series
No-Nose
about a blonde
Bandit.
guy with
Right.
named the Sergeant
No
G.
Nose Bandit.
Sorry,
Or
say that
perhaps
again.
It was the guy we caught
I'll say
red-handed.
after they're done saying their stupid
Haven't found the
lines.
loot yet.
You'll find it with the real
Yeah.
robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offence, you'll be placed under house arrest.
I get to go back to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No, you are confined to Luca Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To make sure you don't leave, you are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point then, would it? It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail. Inspector?
Yes?
So, this game shares an actor with another game that is bad, controls badly in 3D from a long-running adventure game series with a blonde-haired protagonist with a name that starts with a G. Because the actress who's playing Elaine this time around plays Grace Nakamura in Gabriel Knight 3,
Oh dear.
which was also a fucking pain in the ass to try to play.
I'm innocent.
The
It was
arrow
a
keys
no-nose
control the
pirate that
camera
robbed
in
the
that
bank.
one.
Who? Peg-nosed Pete. Listen, if I had a monkey for every time some penny ante crook tried to pin their criminal malfeasance on Peg-nosed Pete, I'd have enough monkeys to work out a reasonable sequel to Hamlet by now.
So what you're saying is that you don't believe me?
No.
Why don't you believe that Peg-Nosed Pete robbed the bank?
Because, Mr. Threepwood, it's just not Peg-Nose's style. If Peg-Nose had robbed a bank, he would have snuck in under the cover of darkness, used a clever series of weights and pulleys to open the vault, and would have absconded with the loot without leaving a trace of his presence. Peg-Nosed Pete would never simply enter a bank in the middle of the day, waving a pistol around like a common thug. It's beneath him.
Just for the sake of argument, what would it take to prove my innocence?
Well, since you don't have an alibi, you'd have to turn the finger of blame towards the real culprit.
Great! How do I do that?
Off the top of my head, I can think of three things that would do the job. A. New evidence would have to surface linking the so-called real perpetrator to the crime. 2. The stolen bank loot would have to be recovered. And Z. The real criminal would have to be caught and brought to justice.
That should be a piece of cake for a pirate with a keen analytical mind like myself.
I'll keep your cell warm.
Can you remove this voodoo anklet? I really need to get back to my wife.
Sorry, you're stuck on this island until your trial arrives. Or until you manage to prove that you're innocent.
When can I expect my trial?
As soon as the judge returns.
Great, when's that?
He should be back within a few weeks, when his vacation's over.
A few weeks? I need to get back to Melee Island today.
Well, I guess you should have thought of that before you went and robbed that bank now, shouldn't you?
But I'm innocent.
Tell it to the judge.
How's the investigation going?
What investigation? You were caught red-handed. I'm just waiting for the judge.
Oh. You're not gonna lift a finger to help me, are you?
No.
But what about justice?
Haven't you heard? Justice is blind.
Not to mention lazy, apparently.
Quiet, you.
How do I go about proving my innocence again?
Catch the real perpetrator, recover the loot, and come up with evidence to back your story up.
Oh yeah. Where can I find Peg-Nosed Pete?
If I knew that, He'd be locked up right now.
Because he framed me for robbing the bank?
No, because he's wanted for approximately 300 other crimes on Luca Island.
Well, I better get out there and prove my innocence.
Stay out of trouble.
That's Inspector Kennard. Hey,
Oh, look
I should
who's
bring
in the
Meathook
jail
here. You'd like this place.
What?
Look who's in the cell behind you.
I saw.
No.
Can't take the hook. All right.
So remember when I said to you that there's a puzzle
It's
or
good to see that Luke
section
Ryland
in
doesn't
this game
mollycoddle
where
its criminal element.
we have to navigate a swamp
I'd rather not.
with a made up like navigation device, if you like. We're
Ew,
not
greasy.
far away from
I guess
that.
they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling.
There should be a tin of chicken
Iron
grease
Maiden!
somewhere around
Excellent!
I just grabbed it.
I have no idea
good.
why I said that.
He just made a Bill and Ted
Right.
reference.
here. Did he?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And a reference to the band Iron Maiden.
Oh, yes.
Now
yes, yes.
there's a manly pirate. It's attached to the wall. It says, Contra leges marinas latrocinium maris est. I think that means, actually, I have no idea what it means.
Isn't that Latin?
Yes.
I have no idea what it means either.
It's Otis. Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
When are you due to be released?
He'll be released just about the same time you prove your innocence.
Hey, just because my captain is a notorious bank robber, there's no reason to take it out on me.
Otis!
Jace?
You're not helping. When are you due to be released?
He'll be released just about the same time you prove your...
Hey,
Otis!
Jace?
You're not... What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
If it's any comfort, Otis, I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of posies.
I'm feeling an incredible feeling of deja vu.
Would it help if I gave you a breath mint?
Wait, it's past. See you later, Otis.
You're gonna get me out of here, right?
No.
Nope. The way he moonwalks is hilarious.
Well, I have something you didn't count on, sir. I've been accused of a crime, right?
Yep.
Fortunately, I have lawyers.
I don't think they are going to help us.
Yes? What is it? We're quite busy.
Have you guys figured out how to save my mansion yet?
We're almost done. But we need one more document. The deed to the Marley Mansion.
Gee, that's a coincidence.
Why?
Well, Grandpa Marley's letter mentioned something about the deed being in the Lucre Island Bank, so I went over to get it.
And?
And while I was there, a no-nose pirate robbed the bank, stole the deed, and framed me for bank robbery.
That's horrible. Outrageous. Do you need representation?
Yes.
No thanks. I trust the courts to recognize my inherent innocence.
Oh, you are an idiot, Guybrush.
I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit?
That sounds...
Intriguing. Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Can I sue Inspector Kennard for false arrest?
I suppose.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Well, the media would love it, but Kennard is
How shall we put it?
Poor.
broke.
Bereft of funds.
You'd have better luck getting blood from a turnip.
A small turnip.
A small dead turnip.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I want to sue the twerp who's hurling boulders at my mansion.
First things first, Mr. Threepwood.
We have to stop him.
Before we can sue him.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I will sue.
Let's sue the electronic gaming industry for driving hardware requirements to ridiculous heights, even for simple adventure games. What? I have no idea why I just said that. Why don't sharks eat lawyers?
Who says sharks don't eat lawyers?
Oh, but sharks eat lawyers all the time.
Once they've signed all the appropriate corpus delicti waivers.
What do you call a galleon full of lawyers at the bottom of the ocean?
A terrible tragedy.
A horrible waste?
A potential negligence litigation goldmine?
A good start.
I don't get it.
Neither do I.
Do the families of these lawyers have proper representation?
What's the difference between a lawyer and the ghost pirate LeChuck?
Legally, the lawyer would have certain property rights.
While Chuck, being in a state of corpus transparentis, would be...
No. One is an undead demonic plunderer, while the other's just LeChuck.
Okay, it hasn't been the Ghost Pirate LeChuck since 1990. I reviewed the footage. He does sword fight LeChuck.
Does he?
But we don't have control over it.
What, in the last game?
No, in the first game.
When did they do that?
Right at the end, before we throw the root beer at him.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Did you hear the one about the pirate who kidnapped a dozen lawyers?
Did the lawyers slap a lien on his ship?
Did he get proper representation at his trial?
No. He threatened to release one every hour until his demands were met. How can you tell when a lawyer is lying?
Oh, that's easy.
You hook him up to a reliable,
Though legally inadmissible.
lie detector apparatus.
Actually, you just check to see if his lips are moving. Did you hear the one about the lawyer who sued to get into paradise?
Which one?
Henderson versus St. Peter?
Carbuncle versus heaven?
There's a lot of case law in this area.
Wow, this is a tough room. Why don't sharks eat
Okay.
lawyers?
Who says...
They've killed every lawyer joke. Awesome.
Well, I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do.
Okay, so now we need to go and talk to the bank manager, which I think he's outside the bank.
Who can we double bill this time to?
2, 4.
Oh, who's that gentleman? Oi, you.
I think
Don't
it's just
exist.
a
Okay.
guy.
Cool.
I think he's still pretty cheesed off about the bank robbery.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey there, moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to. Until you came along, that is.
Now, that's a reference to The Fugitive?
Is it?
Yes.
I've not
Very
seen
good
that film
movie.
in so long.
It's Harrison Ford is accused of killing his wife, and Tommy Lee Jones is hunting him down.
I have seen the film, I just haven't seen it in a long time. But it is a very good film.
I didn't do it! I don't care!
Enough about me. How's the banking business?
Oh, just great, thanks to you. Now I'm broke, and nobody on this island will trust me with their money ever again. What am I going to do now?
Why aren't you insured?
I'll find the guy who did it and wreak vengeance upon his soul.
That won't help me much, but watching you fall on a sword would be entertaining.
Well, you can have a bake sale.
I've only met one person who could sell pastries to pirates, and he's in real estate.
You could steal enough to start your bank again.
I'm a banker. I don't know anything about stealing.
Ha.
Let's talk about something else. Have you seen someone go by here
What do
carrying
you
a
do?
bag
You
of
loan
loot?
people
What does he
money
look
and
like?
then
It's
charge
not
them
like me.
interest.
Yes,
Steal him.
I've seen him, but he didn't have a bag with him.
Really? Where?
I'm looking at him.
When are you gonna reopen the bank?
Inspector Kennard won't let me inside. So even if I could afford to reopen it, I'm not allowed.
Why don't you go home?
Why aren't you allowed inside?
The inspector says that it's a crime scene and needs to remain sealed until the case is closed.
Let's break in.
Unlike you, I respect authority and law. No one will enter the bank until the crime is solved.
Then why are you hanging around here? You look kind of suspicious to me.
I didn't rob the bank, if that's what you're insinuating.
I don't know. Most robberies are inside jobs.
Maybe. But all criminals return to the scene of the crime. And here you are.
Let's talk about something else. I hear my parole officer calling. See you later.
Right, we need to open up that manhole cover so we can use the sword for that.
Did you say manhole cover?
Yeah, the one to your west.
When was the
On the
last
floor.
time we opened a manhole cover?
You're going to use it on him.
What, really?
I
That's
thought...
greasy enough as
No.
it is. That's greasy enough as it is.
We want to use the sword for it. Because...
I don't think he'd like that.
We're not going inside. We just want what's on the
Crud. I got
manhole
the sword
cap.
into the sewers. Oh well. Now it's a broken and very stinky sword.
So have a look at the manhole cover.
There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says Cindy loves Jed, but scratched out right next to that it says Jerry loves Cindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone.
Right. Those names are a clue for something we have to do next.
What a very deep, dark hole. Not to mention smelly. Whew. I'm not picking
And
that up.
this next part, I never know what to do because it's not really obvious. So that's why when I play, I follow just reference what I'm doing. So I'm just referencing what we need to do as an idea. So that's exactly where we want to go.
I haven't seen so many pointy things in one place since my last dental checkup. Sticking my hand into a basket full of hooks seems like a recipe for disaster.
Welcome to the Palace of Prostheses, home of the no detection, no infection, no rejection 30-day guarantee. You smell new. Who are you?
It's me, your Uncle Freddy.
No, you're not.
What do you mean? Don't you recognize me?
No, Uncle Freddy smells more like lemon bean curd.
Okay, you got me. My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Who are you?
Well, I'm Dave. Around here they call me Dead-Eye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
So, how's the prosthetics business?
It's been better.
Let me guess. An Australian land developer is using strong-arm tactics to try and buy up your business.
What? Where'd you get a weird idea like that?
Well, I just figured...
Well, you figured wrong. Australia, what kind of a name is that anyway?
Never mind. So what is wrong with your business?
My monkey left me.
And you're so despondent over your loss that you can't focus on your work, right?
Despondent? Over Pongo? Oh, don't be silly.
Then why was he so important?
Because Pongo handled all my paperwork and deliveries. He was the only one who understood my back office's automated filomatic filing system. Without him, I have no idea which orders go with which customers. It's really upsetting my regular clientele.
That's terrible. Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What's he gonna do, send me a postcard?
Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What?
I don't like that used options don't go away.
Yeah.
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual odors.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today, though, my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you've generously applied to your face. Fortunately, my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
So you've got man flu.
How sharp is a barge full of bunnies?
So how sharp is your hearing anyway, Baldy?
Sharp enough, Pinky.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
How about something in a fashionable peg leg?
You're in luck. We've just received several baskets of steady leg ivory pegs with rubber stoppers. They're 20 doubloons apiece.
That'd be great, if I had any money. What kind of hooks are the cool pirates wearing this season?
Oh, a traditionalist. Well, nothing says yo-ho-ho in a bottle of rum quite like our Quick Gut 2000 line of hooks. Today we're having a sale. Buy one hook for 30 doubloons and get a replacement hook for free.
That's a little bit out of my range. What have you got in affordable prosthetic hands?
Well, if you're not too discriminating, there's a basket of slightly malformed redwood hands over there. We're letting them go at 5 doubloons a pop.
Gee, that does sound good. Almost wish I was carrying some money.
Don't tell the shopkeeper you don't have any money.
Frankly, I'm in the market for a prosthetic nose.
Sorry, we're fresh out. It's shocking how quickly my regular customers blow through those things.
Ah, it's a joke. Let me guess the answer to this one. The fucking door.
What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose through a story.
Huh?
Humor me. Once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
So this is what we need those names for.
It's
so just
Jerry, right?
just let me check. So use the names from the manhole cover to fill in Dave's story and get the prosthetic skin. That's what he'll give us.
Jerry, Jed, and Susie, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does matter, but I'm not sure how much it matters. But just, if you can remember what they are, go for it. Oh yeah, maybe save is a good idea. Just in case.
Jerry?
Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Cindy, I think it was.
Cindy?
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named...
Jed?
That's right, Jed.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Realizing that beauty was only skin deep, she married the ugliest man in town. The end.
What a dreadful story.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
This is something special. It's a sample of my newly created, ultra-stretchy, one-size-fits-all prosthetic skin.
Yeah.
With just a few square feet of this miracle substance, a pirate can replace all the skin he's lost during a lifetime of sword fighting, knife fighting, keel hauling, and the occasional flogging. And it comes complete with a set of tiny hooks for easy attachment.
I repeat. Yeah. I'm looking for a no-nosed pirate thief.
Well, we certainly get a lot of those around here.
Thieves?
No, no-nosed pirates.
Really?
Oh my, yes. You'd be amazed how often pirates lose their honkers. Does this pirate thief of yours have a name?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's too bad. Of course, even if I knew the pirate's name, it probably wouldn't matter. Without Pongo, I wouldn't be able to retrieve your pirate's file.
So, you know Jack Sparrow almost didn't have a nose?
That makes one of us.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
What?
Jack Sparrow almost didn't have a nose.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so I heard Jack Sparrow. I thought you said something. You meant something different. That's my bad.
The original an idea they were toying with is he had his nose cut off and then had it stitched back on, so he'd have like a dead nose.
Okay.
And he'd be scared of sneezing because his nose might fall off. And that it was one of Johnny Depp's ideas, and they were quickly like, "No, that's stupid. We're not doing that."
Okay, so we want to use the. I don't think we can do this bit yet, but we want to use the music box on Dave because we want to grab. It says here, from what I'm looking at.
I like Jack.
Grab the hand from the first basket on the left, or west.
There we go. Jack-o'-lanterns.
It's some sort of document. The name on it says Jeffrey J. Jumper. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies. I wish they'd stopped staring at me.
So we want to use the music box on Dave.
Should we get the hand first?
I think he'll hear
It's
you
a basket
take
of
it.
finely crafted prosthetic limbs.
Yeah, so that's the one we want, the
made
wooden
of
one.
Porcelain. Ugh.
What the fuck is the deal with porcelain?
It's a wooden hand.
I heard that. I hope you're planning to pay for that hand. It ain't cheap.
Actually, I don't have a dime.
Well, then, you'd best be putting it back then, eh, Tiger?
Sorry.
That's why you have to use the music box
Prosthetic
on him.
skin.
I've-
Oh, that is unnerving. That is terrifying.
Oh God! This is meant to be a kids' game.
Do you mind if I turn this on? I said, do you mind if I turn this on? Guess not.
Now go and grab that hand.
I will prove I'm not
It's
a
basket
thief
of
by
finely
stealing
crafted
stuff.
prosthetic limbs.
Did I hear something?
Nope, just the haunting melodies of my music box.
So, do you know what we have to use this skin on? So we have to prove that we're innocent, right?
Right.
So go outside.
And having
I'll-
someone's skin in our inventory is definitely going to prove we're not at all a criminal.
You can press O, remember,
Let's
to get out
see,
quickly.
Rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles. Nope, nothing I want here.
So go back over to the manhole cover. And use one of the things we got in that shop on the manhole cover.
Okay.
Because if you look at the top of the bank, what can you see?
There's an open window.
Yep. And we have to get in the bank.
That doesn't need fake skin. Hey, it's like a trampoline.
Oh,
And now-
my god. Oh my god. It's disgusting.
Whoa! 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 Oi!
Ow. Right. Let me have a... I don't know if we all get caught in here or not. but
Oh, how cute! Little tiny treasure chests that you can't actually fit anything into.
maybe save it before we go down, just in case we do get caught. Just a precaution. There's something to the east of
Free
you.
Scupperware promotion today. Just open an account with 10,000 pieces of 8 or more. I really don't need it.
Too bad, you're taking it.
And that...
Wonder what would happen if I pull it. It controls that light. Technology marches forward.
And that's not going to get anyone suspicious that someone's in the bank.
No way. Real pirates don't need to add. Instead, we hire our pirate brethren, the accountants, to add and keep track of our treasure for us. It's full of reminders. June 6th. Break J. Flabby's legs if he hasn't repaid loan. Yee, note to self. Do not default on any bank loans from here. They're already giving away free Scupperware. There's no reason to take their calendar as well. It's an empty Scupperware container.
I'm digging that.
Yes, we need that.
Pirate Magazine. Popular news of the Caribbean's most scandalous and nefarious pirates. And in this month's issue, how to loot and pillage and still be there for the kids. I don't have time to read.
Yeah, you can't even read.
Oh, can you see something at the top of on the balcony? What's that? Can you see that shadow right above your head?
Yes.
See, if we go up the ladder, we'll be able to find out what that is.
I believe this would qualify as a luscious fern. Nah, I leave the home decorating to Elaine. I've always wondered how they get the ship in there. That's the second most useless trinket I've ever seen.
What's the first?
Copy of Escape from Monkey Island.
That is possible. Should get... there we go.
What's that shadow? It looks like a nose? Hey, a prosthetic nose! Ugh, gross. I'll bet this belongs to that smelly pirate guy, the one with no nose.
I'll take that, Mr. Threepwood.
What are you doing in here?
I might ask you the same question. Instead, I'll just take that as evidence.
Let's go try it on Pegnose.
What a great idea. Except no one knows where he is. Bring him in and I'll consider it. But remember this, even if it fits, it only proves he was in the bank. It doesn't tie him to the loot.
You still think I did it, don't you?
Yes, but I can be swayed by the right evidence. Now get out of here.
Now, Guybrush, breaking into the bank doesn't really make you look like you didn't rob the bank. Ooh, repossessed
I
dresser.
sure hope the previous owner got a chance to empty their underwear drawer. I've got no use for a used dresser.
Now we need to lead the same way.
Ow! Ow. I'm not picking that up.
We don't want the skin?
Nope.
Alright, where to now?
We need to find a place called the House of Sticks.
House of Sticks. I remember seeing that.
Yep. Great time to explore as well, because we can't go anywhere, so...
I never said to go in there! Fuck you!
Press O and you'll exit quickly. There you go. Maybe just don't press anything when you go
Hey,
past
it's the
door.
lady. It's the stupid one who says kangaroo a lot.
Yeah. House of Sticks is
I know,
at
it's
the back
down
of the
there.
screen.
I see it.
I don't know if you can. I don't even know if we need to talk to her, but you can try it. You can try the grease on her,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Why?
You need fast, greasy speed.
I don't think she'd like that. That's greasy enough as it is. That's a very aesthetically pleasing fountain, I think.
Why, hello there, Brittany.
Oh, hi. Why do you sound like a sick kraken?
Oh, sorry. Sorry you lost your job.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't like working at that bank much anyway. I've always really wanted to be in show business.
What kind of show business?
I want to be a singer and have my own backup dancers. I don't have any skills or experience, but I figure with the right attitude, there's no stopping me.
Oh god, it's an influencer YouTuber.
Me too. Maybe we could start an act together.
I don't think so. I'm looking for someone a little more...
Piratey?
Cool.
Then why were you wasting away at the bank?
I was making ends meet while I put my act together. Guess I needed the push. I was getting too wrapped up in the whole financial system thing.
Hope that works out for you. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I always wanted to get into
Hope that works out for you. Is it too late to open an account?
You're funny, Mr. Threepwood. The bank is no concern of mine anymore.
I know someone who has a crush on you. That Castaneda fellow. You know, the chess player.
Oh, yes, I know. Poor Santos. He's so tragically intense. Macho, but sensitive. But he's so busy playing that stupid old game with his buddy. It's like I don't exist sometimes. Hey, I have a dream. Want to hear it?
No.
Someday, when I'm rich and famous, he'll look up from that chessboard for a second and suddenly realize what he missed out on. Ironic, huh?
Not really.
I know someone who has a crush on you. The bank manager.
Ew! Quit it! That's creepy. Besides, he can't even advance my career anymore now that the bank is closed.
She has the most annoying voice I've ever heard in my life.
I know someone who has a crush on you. I do.
Can you make me a star?
Well,
Do you know anyone who can?
well,
Oh, well, if you think of someone, let me know.
Well, I have manly things to do in a sensitive way. Bye.
So you remember that Australian guy that came into the bank?
Yeah.
In the last episode?
The bad guy?
Well, and he broke the cane. Well, we have to do something with his cane later on where we follow a trail that he leaves behind.
It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles.
But I need to follow the guy to
I'll
find
just
out
take
how
one.
we do that. Because I can't remember. I feel like Monkey Islands are a lot
Ooh,
more or less
that's not a
holding
pretty
your
sight.
handy than Broken Sword is.
What's with all this? Hey, stop that.
Welcome to Sense and Sensibilities, where subtle fragrances from exotic lands transport you to worlds of romance and delight. My name is Hugo, and I am a licensed aromatherapist. Can Hugo interest you in one of our fine perfumes, colognes, or aftershaves?
No.
Aren't you a little piratey for a perfume salesman?
Hugo's not a pirate. Hugo's a model citizen, making a positive economic contribution to the economic well-being of Luca Island.
Uh-huh. You sure look like a pirate to me.
But Hugo's not a pirate. Not anymore, leastways.
How do you stop being a pirate?
By taking Ozzy Mandrill's Pirate Re-Education Mail Order Correspondence course.
What's that?
It's a miracle, it is. In 3 weeks, it taught Hugo how to channel his destructive antisocial urges into more constructive avenues.
Like selling scented bathwater.
Precisely.
Why would you want to quit being a pirate in the first place?
Because Hugo could read the writing on the wall. Hugo saw that the pirate lifestyle was being marginalised by powerful outside interests. Hugo decided to get out while the getting was good.
Yeah. Doesn't Hugo miss being a pirate?
Not especially, no. Although sometimes Hugo misses the wind in his face. And the wenches. And Hugo misses the grog. And the decks covered with the blood of Hugo's enemies. But other than that, no, not a thing.
Yeep. You wouldn't happen to have seen a no-nosed pirate run by here with a sack of loot, would you?
No, but Hugo did see you run by here with a sack of loot.
When I ran by here with a sack of loot, which way was I going?
Towards the deepest forests of Lucre Island.
Thanks. What's that ungodly stench you've been exposing to unsuspecting passers-by?
That's our featured fragrance, Eau de la Chuck.
Oh, dear
Who'd
God.
want to smell like LeChuck?
Oh, it's very popular among tourists wanting to capture that authentic swashbuckling mystique.
But LeChuck smelled like a rotting corpse.
We prefer to refer to it as earthy.
Betty?
Eau de LeChuck's really that popular?
Oh, yes, sir. In the last few hours, Hugo's gone through dozens of sample bottles.
Smell you later.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Patronage?
Whew.
I know what he was trying to
This
say,
is
but it just
excessively
sounded very
odoriferous.
strange.
Well, he
Be
also
glad
said
this game doesn't have
pronounced
support for smell
cologne
generation.
Cologne.
I'm not picking that up. It's a full bottle of perfume.
So, cologne is what we call over here deodorant. Or aftershave, depending on what you look at. Cologne is more like aftershave, isn't it? After you've shaved, isn't it? Or is it
Well,
more like
cologne
deodorant?
is more like perfume. It's perfume, but for men.
Yeah, because yeah. So we use aftershave after we've like shaved, and like you can put it on your neck if you're going out or something like that.
But aftershave also has an actually practical point of if you're one of those weak people who gets irritated skin after they shave, it'll soothe that.
Fair enough. Can't say further than
Slightly
that.
irregular and blemished sticks. 40% off, marked
Though
price.
I will like cologne and deodorant are not the same thing. Deodorant just deals with body odor and eliminates that. Cologne's an additional. There are people who will use cologne instead of bathing or putting on deodorant, and no one smells more revolting.
Yeah,
that
that's
would help
what
anything.
I know people who do that. They'll use deodorant to cover like
There's so many to choose from. I can't decide.
body odor, but it doesn't get rid of body odor. It
Where's
just
my new walking stick?
It's right over here, Mr. Mandrill. A brand new cane, hand-carved to the exact specifications of your previous stick.
It better be, or I'll buy up your putrid little shop and replace it with something useful, like a public urinal.
I take it that you'll be putting this on your tab, Mr. Mandrill?
What do you think?
You know, if I weren't a peaceable sort, I'd whack that gentleman over the head with one of my sticks. I wouldn't stop whacking until his brains leaked out all over my rustic, hand-polished hardwood floor. Yep.
But you're a peaceable sort, right?
Yep.
All right.
I think there's some stuff over there on the floor that we need.
If I had a hamster, I could use this stuff for bedding.
We want to pick up the wood shavings and then use the wood shavings on the perfume bowl. So this is a time where you have to figure out how to combine.
The empty one or the full one?
It's the empty one, I'm assuming. It just says, oh yeah, empty one, yeah.
Ah.
Nothing smells better than
how do you
cedar
do that?
cologne.
I hit U on each.
Ah, right. Okay, so there is a way to do it. It's weird it doesn't have that in the controls, isn't it?
I don't think that would help anything.
Okay,
I
so
don't think
now
that would help anything.
well, now you
I
know
don't
how
think that would help
to
anything.
combine.
Yes. Combine.
So yeah, it says use Well, we went to the cologne guy first,
I don't
so
think that would help anything.
We should have gone here first, but it doesn't matter. You walk past him first, so it's fine. We had to come here anyway.
It is very important to choose a walking stick that fits your body, lifestyle, and temperament. Your walking stick should be no more than waist high and hefty enough to support 50% of your body weight. Active people should choose a stick that corresponds with the type of activity. Boring. I guess I don't want a walking stick that bad.
So, let's just having a look at what to do in a minute. After we've done this bit, so we want to. Have we? You combined it, yeah?
When I've got the real thing right
Yeah, I
here.
got the cedar perfume.
Yeah. So now we want to talk to Freddy.
I'd rather not.
Come on, talk to Freddy.
I'd rather not.
What? Why?
I'm
I was
Guybrush
hitting
Threepwood,
pick up.
mighty pirate. What's your reckon?
Most people
Fair
around here
enough.
call me Freddy, which is a sensible thing to do, considering that it's my name and all. I carve walking sticks.
I wouldn't think that a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
Well, under normal circumstances, I might agree with that sentiment. But lately, Lucre Island's been experiencing an influx of tourists, gawkers, and other assorted outsiders. They're always more than eager to purchase my authentic pirate walking sticks at a reasonable markup, of course. Besides which, I can always depend on Mr. Mandrill to break a few dozen sticks a week. He's been single-handedly keeping me in business for months.
So the walking stick market is booming, is that it?
Well, no, I wouldn't exactly call it booming, but it's putting food on the table. And if Mr. Mandrill ever pays off his tab, I can retire.
It's one of those.
Can you help me? I can't decide which walking stick is right for me.
Well, now, in order to choose the right stick, we'll need to know a little about your walking stick needs. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Along sun-swept Caribbean beaches.
A beachcomber. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll probably be by myself.
I sort of figured that might be the case. How long will you be walking on average?
3 minutes.
You should try to pace yourself a little better. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe. As luck would have it, we've got dozens of them in stock.
I'm back.
So you are.
Can we talk to him about peg nose yet? We've got that option.
Yes.
There you go.
You
Third
wouldn't
one
happen to
down.
know anything about a no-nosed pirate, would
Do
you?
we actually get a stick?
Now, that sounds a lot like Peg-Nosed Pete. What would you like to know about him?
Who is
Say that
he?
again.
Peg-Nose?
Do we
He's the
get a
greatest
stick?
pirate thief on Lucre Island. No one's come within a ship's broadside of putting him in leg irons. Yep, but I came close. Once.
No.
Yes, it happened one dark and foggy night. Many years ago, I was out testing out one of my new walking stick models, the WD-32. It has a real fancy-looking wood duck engraved in the handle, and he tried to mug me.
Gosh, what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to stand for that. I raised my cane up to give him a good whack on the noggin, you betcha.
And?
And he ran away. I didn't even get a chance to swing. I guess he knows better than to mess with old Freddy. Yep.
Fascinating.
So, do I get a stick?
No.
Oh, shame.
Where can I find him?
You can't.
Come again?
No one knows where Pegnose's hideout is. Oh, sure. There's some rumors of him living in the middle of the treacherous Mist-So-Time marsh. But frankly, I don't believe a human being can get there from here.
So that marsh you just mentioned, that's the one we have to navigate later.
Oh, fun.
With, yes.
What happened to his nose?
And that's
something of a mystery.
you can.
Most folks
I would
around these
advise
parts
you
would
want to
tell
do
you
it on
it
your
was
own
nibbled
without
off
me
by a
helping.
duck.
Save before we do
Personally,
it.
I don't believe it.
Why not?
It's
Well, sir, it's been my experience that ducks have exceptionally tiny teeth. It'd take a long time for a duck, even a particularly nasty duck, to nibble off a man's nose. I can't imagine a man letting a duck peck away at his nose for hours on end without seeking medical help.
Good point.
So when you have like a maze that you might have to navigate in a game, do you not like it when you have a lot of the screens look identical?
I don't like when I have to navigate a maze in the game.
Well, I don't mind navigating a maze as long as sometimes like the next screen that you go for might be a little bit different. So there's one, for example, like in a little Big Adventure 2, but they like the doors might change different walls. There might be one that might have 3, one might have 2, but it's easy to identify where you need to go, and it's not that hard. This one is every screen looks the same. You don't know where you're going unless you. Well, I use a guide personally, but you do get directions, but it can get very confusing.
So you
So
really
that's
don't
why
think
I'm
that
saying-
a duck bit off his nose?
Yeah, I suppose it could have happened that way. I just find it highly irregular.
On second thought, I think I'll find out about Pegnose on my own.
Makes no never mind to me, Junior.
Junior? Who are you calling Junior?
Stick around. I'll be back later.
Be seeing ya.
That was a bad joke.
No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here.
I really don't need it.
Alright, so where to now?
Okay, so we need to go
actually,
to...
no, where to next time, because we're calling it an episode here.
Okay, okay.
So I'm American Tomato.
And I've been Classic Gamer.
And this game is not improved yet.
No.
See you next time.
Ciao.
Hi. Thanks for watching. This has been played, edited, and recorded by me, Merrick Tomato.
And he's been helped by me, Classic Gamer.
You can find a link to Classic's YouTube channel, Classics Gamer, and his Twitch in the description below. Please like, comment, and subscribe.